Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. Well, I have the XRP chart open, and I wanted to go over where we are at, what we can expect in the coming days, and I also want to start off the video with a prediction that I made, and we can examine that prediction, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So this prediction was made back at the beginning of the month. Here it is. So here is my prediction. Let me put this next part of the fractal on here. So it is my belief that XRP will continue to move up to a peak. Now, I don't know where this peak will be. I also don't know how high these impulse waves will be, nor how long or how deep these consolidations will be. So they can be shorter than this, they can be deeper than this, they can be longer than this. That is yet to be seen, but what my prediction is that XRP will continue to move up and as it moves up, it will continue to consolidate. Those consolidations will be unique in their own form, but they will resemble something similar to this, with parts of them maybe being exaggerated or suppressed or go deeper or higher than other parts. But overall, it should bear a resemblance to this. It will come to a peak here. This is the peak, folks. So there is going to be a lot of hype about a potential bull run happening along here, but do not be deceived. Take it with a grain of salt. This will be a peak. I don't know where it will peak out, and after which it will decline. So real quick before we delve into the nitty-gritty, this is where I'm pulling my data from. So this is a range-bound sideways time that begins in 2018 and ends in 2021 before the bull run takes place. I divide this time into three separate fractals. Here's fractal 1. We are currently in this one, fractal 2, after which we need to go through fractal 3. Now the timing, height, and depth, whenever a fractal repeats, is going to be unique. Let's jump over to where we are today. So this time around, time has sped up, thank goodness, because this is torturous to go through right here. So this here is fractal 1. We are now in fractal 2. So let's delve in and examine this structure compared to this structure and see how my predictions fared. This move up was, first off, way larger than I personally anticipated. I thought it would be much shorter. Historically speaking, it has been much shorter. This right here in the 2019/20 fractal happened very fast, so this is all I have for that. I don't have the clarity of all this from that fractal. These two waves right here, they were more even with each other. However, this time it moved up higher, but as you can see, it is still the basic structure being played out. Remember, timing, height, and depth are always going to be unique every time a structure repeats or a fractal repeats. So this is that wave that brought it up to a peak. In the original fractal, this wave was much larger. It went higher compared to this part right here. However, when you look at it, it is still the basic idea being played out. Here you have one wave. This wave was much larger than compared to this little tiny wave right here this time around, and then this move up brought it to the peak just like it did here, and then it declined and came back to another peak right here. So structurally, it has done what it should have done. So if you are on Twitter and following me, you'll know that I have been trying my best to raise awareness that this is not a bull run, folks. People tune in to TA Analyst to get guidance and direction, but I kind of think that analysts pander to what people want to hear. I could not find anyone that was saying that this is not a potential bull run. Everyone and their brother was all on the same page using this fractal from over here. So this was from 2015 to 2017, and we were on this trajectory. This was just merely a small little pit stop. However, that narrative is beginning to fall apart, and it will continue to fall apart. So here we are back. The other type of TA that I ran across a lot of was the more typical TA with moving averages, Fibonacci retracements, momentum indicators, all pointing to a potential bull run. Folks, I've warned about this move up before it took place. I've warned that people would be shouting bull run, and not to be deceived. Since it's happened, I've put out countless Twitter posts trying to show that that's not the case, that this is actually not a bull run structure, not a bull run fractal, but I think it's more advantageous to preach a bull run message than anything else. And honestly, I think a lot of other people are not sure. The one benefit of this type of TA is you have the benefit of knowing what is coming down the pike. Now, there's drawbacks to it. I don't know the height, the depth, and anything like that. So what happens next? So I am going to make a prediction. Here it is. This is the peak, folks. From here on out, XRP is going to move down. Now, I don't know the full depth that it will go, but it's going to most likely move down in a typical downward movement. Here is the fractal from this same structure that shows the move down, and so far it's following it. Now, I don't know the depths that these moves will be. I don't know how long it will go sideways. Those are things that are yet to be seen. Every time a fractal plays out, the timing, the height, and the depth are going to be original. So my prediction is that XRP is going to move down once it reaches the bottom, and the move down may resemble something like this. Once it reaches the bottom, we will begin fractal 3. This is the third fractal within this sideways range-bound time. After that fractal comes the bull run. So my prediction is regarding this move down. We are going to move down. This is the peak. That is my prediction. To see how it plays out, I'm not offering hopium. So far, on my macro structure, I have not been wrong. Now, it's not because I'm such a great analyst. I just happened to discover a method that you can use in deciphering the macro structure of a chart, which then gives me a roadmap to the smaller moves. Now, on the small time scale, that's tough to predict because sometimes it can deviate. But overall, things do tend to follow the macro chart structure. Sometimes there are some deviations here and there, and we may see that with this, but there you have it, folks. Well, I'm so glad you tuned in to this video. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be much appreciated if you hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you enjoy this type of technical analysis where I deep dive into chart structures and fractals, you're not going to find this type of technical analysis anywhere else, folks. This is something I've discovered. There's people that use fractals, but in a very simplistic way. I go much further. So if you find this valuable, you should think about hitting that subscribe button. I'll continue to provide updates on this chart and predictions. I'm so glad you caught this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.